All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, HALAL, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. All right, real quick. So, actually, earlier, I think it was this morning, I came across the End Time Headlines Instagram page, and he posted something about RFK, about this wearable health data collecting technology. So I went and Googled some articles on it, so I landed across New York Post, and that's a couple news platforms that covered it, obviously. But this is from the New York Post, and this is from June 25th, which was yesterday, and it reads, RFK Jr. wants every American to use wearable health data collecting technology. Now, ultimately, I'm gonna lay it down straight. This is a ploy to usher in the MOTB. This is a ploy to usher in the beat system, because the fact that he said he wants every American to do it, that's setting a precedent for to have every American do other things now. All right, and what's ultimately going to be the thing what we've been talking about for years, the mark of the beast, the RFID mark will see it. And they're going to be having little stunts like this, making sense they care about your health and all that type of shit, but really, they're just trying to usher in their mark. All right? So it says, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr. wants all Americans to use wearable technology to track their health as part of his MAHA agenda. And I think that means make America healthy again. And it says, the Kennedy clan strongman revealed his agency's plan Tuesday for a massive push for Americans who have an obesity rate of 40% to use wearable data collecting technology such as Fitbits, Oura Rings, and Apple Watches to promote healthier lifestyles. But mind you, what about all the bullshit in the food? What about all of that? They're not talking about stopping all the GMO madness and putting all this bullshit chemicals in the food and the water and in the air. All right? He's not talking about stop doing these chemtrails. All right? This is straight out of a comic book. All right? And it says that we're about to launch the biggest advertising campaign in HHS history to encourage Americans to use wearables. Kennedy said in the House Committee on Energy and Commerce hearing on Tuesday, which was 2 days ago. It says it's a way people can take control over their own health. They can take responsibility. They can see, as you know, what food is doing to their glucose levels, their heart rates, and number of other metrics as they eat it. The secretary said in a statement, which was also posted to X. Now, this is the beast system. Now they're trying to fashion it to where they care about your health, but really they're just trying to get all Americans to get on board to do these things that they bring out. What ultimately is going to bring out the MOTB with the RFID mark will see it. He says we think that wearables are key to the MAHA agenda, which is Make America Healthy Again. Agenda of making America healthy again. And my vision is that every American is wearing a wearable in 4 years. He concluded. So in the next 4 years, that's what, 2029, so basically almost 2030. It says, Kennedy expressed the belief that with accurate and timely health data, Americans will exert better judgment in their diet and will even opt for more exercise. The Trump official has previously argued during the Senate confirmation hearing that obesity in the United States poses a national security risk affecting military readiness. Because why? They got a whole war that's brewing. They already got soldiers deployed in certain areas. They already got America's palms in everybody's business throughout the earth. That's why they talk about military readiness. It says President Trump's nominee for Surgeon General, Dr. Casey Means, is also an advocate for wearable continuous glucose monitor CGM products. But what does this mean? What does these wearables mean? It means they're ushering in MOTB, and they're gonna fashion it. They're gonna dress it up to where it's Because they said they want every American to wear it. So that means every single American citizen, which I believe in America. What's the population in America? I want to say they said 336 million, like 336 million. If I'm not mistaken, 330 something million people in America. So that means they want all ages, all races to wear these wearable health devices. But ultimately, like I said, this is deployed to bring in the beast system. There's no, they don't give a fuck about people's health. Because if they care about people's health, they would stop putting all this bullshit in the food and in the water and in the air, and stop flying chemtrails over everybody's head. Stop injecting everybody with these V's. If they really cared about people's health, no, but here there's just something more to track you. All right, but it's like I said, this is going into I'm going to start this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 14, and it reads, "And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live." Now, these miracles, all this AI, all this automation, these watches, because they got these Apple watches that do all the stuff he's talking about. But now they're getting to it. They want every American to wear one, which means what? They want to track every American. That's what they do. That's why they're trying to. That's why they're getting rid of cash, because they want to track everybody's transactions and payments. And now they want to track your movements and the dressing up of to get everybody's health in order. And it says, verse 15, it says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." Now, ultimately, that's going to bring into the market MOTB, the MOTB, and all, and like the images, all this, these technology in your windows that Esau got going on. Mainly right now, this AI shit. All this stuff that he's doing, like with just the technology is like getting out of control, and now the technology is getting to where now it's more tracking abilities and the technologies they're bringing out. Verse 16, it says, "And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." Now check it. These great wonders and all that is all ushering in the MOTB. Because with all this, we want to get wearable tracks for the health and do this, do that, and we're going to be able to track all transactions. We're going to, the WHO said this, and they're going to do this. That's all those wonders, man. All those wonders are a part of the image of the beast, man. This devil's, like this, and like I said, he's going to deceive people with this. Like, people are going to see, like, well, that's a good idea. Because a lot of people already have Apple Watches. You got the even on the phones, you can track the steps you take, check your health and shit. It's like apps on your phone. But now they want it to where they want every American to wear this certain wearable device on their wrists. And ultimately, they're going to be what? They're going to want every person in the world, every person on the earth, to get this mark in their right hand or in their forehead, so they can make. That's how they make purchases. That's ultimately going to be the plan. That's ultimately going to be the plan. That's the plan. And it's all to usher in this mark. They don't give a damn about people's health, man. Here it is, they done shot everybody with poison, with these V's. So like I said, the poison in the food, the poison all in the air and the water and all of that, man. They don't give a, Esau don't care about the people's health, man. They want people sick. Because he ain't say nothing about the bullshit they put in the food. But yeah, man, that's all I wanted to bring up real quick. Oh, check this out. It says means levels technology attaches to the user's arm and sends accurate second-by-second metabolic data to their smartphone. See how they're trying to get everybody just more into the technology. Yeah, you're going to be intertwined with technology. And it says what? Attaches to the arms, to the user's arm. These seals are going to be in people's hand, people's arm, people's forehead. They have people already that have the mark, the actual RFID Marco seal implanted in their body. But the prophecy says that he's going to cause them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. So that's where this is leading to. That's where he's shifting all this shit with a wearable, checkable thing for people's health. And like I said, they don't give a damn about nobody's health. This is all the way to track people and look at how motherfuckers is moving, and be like the Most High. Because the Lord said what? The eyes of the Lord are upon all the inhabitants of the earth. That's what Esau trying to do. That's what Esau trying to do with all these cameras, all these the GPS. They want to track everybody's movements, man. But the Most High, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, tracking your movements, and your movements are almost about done. Because once you bring out your mark, once you bring out your micro C-hip, you're done. You're already done. But once that comes, you're like for surely about to be literally done. And you don't have that much more time before you do it. All right, but I just wanted to bring it out real quick so you know with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praises to Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM KAKADASH. Double honors to the Apostle of Israel, a.k.a. the Apostle of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. Shalom.